Mayday! Mayday! Our mission has been compromised. Smith and I are the only ones left. The rest of us, some are taken, some are killed. We need reinforcement immediately. Evans, they're on to us. Finally, Scott will be back from a secret mission tomorrow, after 2 months. He is in the Secret Service, and every so often, he has to leave on duty, and Chloe and I have to stay home alone. But I guess that's the price you pay for marrying Captain America. Scott has always been like this. Let it be saving a child in the face of danger. Scott, what happened? Are you crazy? I'm alright. Hey, leave him alone. Or getting stabbed while saving someone from being mugged. You always have to be the hero? Mom wasn't trying to be the hero, just trying to save that man. Maybe this is why I've always been in love with him. Scott and I have known each other since childhood. We were neighbors growing up, good friends, and eventually something more than that. After graduating high school, Scott joined the force and a year later he proposed. We got married and 2 years in, we had Chloe, our daughter. About a year ago, we bought our first home. Everything in this neighborhood is perfect. Except for one thing, Mrs. McGrew. Mrs. McGrew. She lives by herself across the street. She's retired and runs on her pension. And now, all she does is spying and prying. Oh, new love. Is he trying to take her life? Mrs. McGrew, your mail got dropped off at my place by accident. Here it is. Why is he being nice? What does he want from me? Is he after my jewelry? Mrs. McGrew not only spies on everyone, but she is also very suspicious and loves spreading rumors. And even Samantha hasn't been spared from that. Like the time Scott had returned from one of his missions early and wanted to surprise Samantha. She's cheating on Scott? You wouldn't believe me, but I knew that girl, Samantha. She's no good. Scott's away on duty and she's enjoying with another man. You must come and catch her in the act. What? Samantha? Scott, you weren't supposed to be back till next week. Yeah, but I got off duty early. Laura, how are you? What brings you here? Oh, nothing, just thought I'd drop by. McGrew? And even now, she's probably checking me out. The next evening, leaving Chloe with her babysitter, Samantha went to pick up Scott from the airport. She was so excited to see him again. As he walked out, Samantha waved at him with her signboard. But to her surprise, Scott simply walked up to her. Not a hello, not a smile, not a hug, nothing. Scott, I missed you so much. Scott was quiet. So, how did everything go? It was fine. Samantha watched as Scott just put the luggage in the car and sat inside. Why is he so quiet? Something must have happened. Well, he'll never tell me anything. He never reveals any information of his top secret missions. Assuming something might have gone wrong on his mission, Samantha didn't ask and tried to give Scott some space. It was a quiet drive back home. As soon as Scott stepped inside, Chloe rushed to him. Dad, look what I made you. But Scott didn't pick her up. He didn't smile at her. He just looked at her strange. Hello. Hello? Dad's a little tired, Chloe. Let him rest. You can play with him tomorrow. Okay, Mom. That night, Scott went to his room, changed his clothes, and went to bed. Aren't you going to have dinner? I'm not hungry. He's behaving so different. He's never been like this before. Oh, he's back. What a fool, leaving behind his young wife like this for months. When will he come to his senses? It has been a month since Scott has been back, and though Samantha has been trying to help him open up, Scott has still been distant. It's like he's a totally different person. Whenever he's back, it's like he can't get off of me. What happened to him this time? And it wasn't just with Samantha, but Scott hadn't been talking with anyone. Not the neighbors, not his old friends, not even his family. Samantha, what's gotten into Scott? Why is he behaving so off? He's been a little cold since he returned from duty. Scott, I have to go get some supplies for Chloe's birthday party. Can you come with me? It was on the way to the store. As they were halted at a red light, a homeless man hurried up to their car. Please, help me. They're after me. Samantha sighed. Oh no, here we go again. But to her surprise, Scott didn't react. He didn't even look at the man. What just happened? That's the first time he didn't help someone. Scott, you didn't help him? It wasn't my place to act. Seeing Scott behave so different, Samantha was surprised, but she didn't say anything. Every year, she and Scott would arrange Chloe's birthday party and decorate the house together. But this time, Scott didn't help out at all. And even at the party, he kept all to himself. Dad, look, I got a new toy. Dad, my toy fell under the playhouse. Can you please get it for me? Dad, please. Mom said not to go there. It needs repairing. It might break on me. But Scott paid her no attention. Chloe went under the playhouse to get the toy. All of a sudden, the house collapsed on her, and she got trapped under. Dad, help me! Dad, it's hurting! It's hurting! Seeing Chloe cry in pain, Scott walked up to her. And all he did was watch. Hearing the cry, Samantha rushed out, horrified to see Chloe under the playhouse. She immediately tried to get her out, but the house was heavy. Scott! Scott, help me! Scott! But to her shock, when Scott simply stood there, she had to find another way. Taking a shovel, she used it as a lever and somehow managed to pull Chloe out. You're not my Scott. You can't be. That day when you didn't help that man, I thought it was strange, but I didn't say anything. But today, our daughter was in pain, and you were just standing there, doing nothing? You wouldn't even help me? You're not Scott. You can't be my Scott. You really think I'm someone else? What are you doing? What are you doing? What did you do to Mom? You really think I'm your dad? Hello. Are you Scott Evans? Yes, I am. We have received a complaint. Someone heard screams from this house, and we have been informed that there are 3 residents: yourself, Samantha Evans, and 4-year-old Chloe Evans. We have to talk with them to make sure everyone is fine. I'm Samantha. I'm Chloe. We're fine. Sorry for bothering you guys. What? They're alive? No, that can't be. That's not possible. I know what I saw. Some months ago, BII NASA had detected an unidentified flying object landing on an island off the coast of Africa. To investigate the matter, they sent a group of scientists on the location. But strangely, it was as if everyone simply vanished. They lost communication, and there was no trace of them. It was then that the government got involved and recruited a special task force to go to the island. And Scott was selected on the team. They were a group of 6 men. Reaching the island, they set up camp and began searching. There was no sign of man being there. But soon, they discovered a shuttle. They're aliens? Scott and his men were helpless. They were no scientists. There was no way they could know what they were seeing or do something about it. So they thought they would gather as much information as they could and inform the headquarters. But to their surprise, they lost all contact with base. There's something interfering with the signal. And one by one, they began to go missing. Mayday! Mayday! Our mission has been compromised. Smith and I are the only ones left. The rest of us, some are taken, some are killed. We need reinforcement immediately. Evans, they're on to us. Unable to communicate with them, the BII Secret Service took initiative to send more forces to the island, including scientists. Go. Bring back whatever you find there. We have to know what landed there. When the squad got to the island, they found nothing. There was no shuttle. All the men had disappeared. Except Scott, whom they found unconscious in a cave. Coming to his senses, Scott had no recollection of what had happened. What happened to the others? After we lost communication with base, we tried everything, but nothing worked. We ran out of supplies and found some honeycomb, but the honey contained hallucinogenic properties. I can't remember much of what happened after that. The team medically examined Scott, but they were unable to detect anything abnormal, and eventually returned. But what they didn't know was that Scott was long gone. Is he watching me?
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.